Were you
We
like?
were crying. My husband and I were crying. The Lord makes plans if He really knows what's in your heart. He will listen. It's really a great awakening for us. Why am I crying?
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hans Florentino. I'm a filmmaker and I made this channel to help us grow and live a creative life of inspiration and impact. So COVID-19 happened and it really affected us in so many levels, and it affected us in different stages and affected us in different areas of our lives. And if you are troubled, if you are struggling and you are depressed and trying to find answers in all that has been happening right now, I hope that this video will remind you of the many beauty, of the many miracles that life has in store for us. So this is an excerpt of Secret Confessions. Secret Confessions is my inspirational live stream show that happens on Facebook, and our guest is Miss Sunshine Atup. She's a performer and she's one of the people I really look up to in living a creative life. COVID really affected their family, especially with their finances, and her story of this simple miracle that happened and the sequence of events that happened is really amazing, when you look at it in a different perspective. So this is our conversation, and get your handkerchiefs ready, and I pray that we will all learn something from it.
I would like to share to you that the pandemic is not just all negative. We were downplaying everything. It's just a virus. We are all gonna survive it. And so in January, where we were not expecting something of this magnitude na mahitabo, surprisingly, out of the blue, naay ka ng, we have insurances. So there's this one insurance na ni-approach sa mua, wrote a letter offering us for a kanang pre-termination of the insurance policy. So we were like, this is actually for the college fund of our eldest. So we were like, okay, kanang, do we really need it now? Kay 2 years from now, paman po mag-college ang mga anak. We were really thinking, kanang, nag-doubt kami nga, what is this for, Lord? Kanang, tell us, kanang, are we going to grab this opportunity or we'll just kanang let it go and wait for the next 2 years? Instinctively, we asked our friends from the insurance companies that we know, kanang, unsa man, should we go for it? Yan, ana sila nga, go lang mo kay something is happening. Naaginay ka ng, if there's smoke, naaginay fire something. So, amo yung gikuan.
You withdraw.
We got our check, amo, ni file me, we got our check in March. Kay baw ka, di ba sa March man nahitabo ang ang ECQ and everything. What tanan income. Ang Dreamcatchers put all events, what tanan. So, somehow kanang, how man nato pag-survive? Daghantag loans. For loan nila kuwang. We had car loan. Usa na lang man hibilin. We had a car loan. And then our house. We had 4 kids. And mga bills. May kinakabayad namin sa school, nga tuition sa akong 2 kids. Kay the other 2 boys are scholars. So, nagaminom, mo din ni Lord. Mo din ni imong plano. Thank you kaayo. Kay kanang, kanang, imong yung migigayran ba? Imong yung migi-prepare. Who would have thought? And then what if na-bankrupt na itong insurance company? So, wala kami makuha at all.
Oh my God.
So,
how did you feel? I mean, where were you?
We were crying. My husband and I were crying. The Lord makes plans if He really knows what's in your heart. He will listen. He listens. Wala ka nang, it's really a great awakening for us. Why am I crying? And then now, niabot pa yun ang baby na mo. Di was baby.
Oh yeah.
Foods ni Bay. Which is also another miracle.
Amazing.
Kay, kanang, wala, di ba, zero tanan. And then we were thinking of, what am I gonna do? Kay, in June, di ba, ningon to sila nga, June 15, mahuman na. My birthday is June 14 man. So, sige, mag-order tag seafoods. And I have this friend of mine. So, I told her, okay, we'll buy seafoods from you. And then she said, kanang, bitaw no, kanang, how about if ako'y mo supply nimo every week sa imong seafood needs? Bitaw, kay ganun may seafoods.
Yes.
And then, eventually, I was like, hala naman minimum. Kaya,
Yeah,
ang isa ka box.
all the shipping and all that, right?
Came up. And so, what about if, in my mind, what about if I ask people, nga kanang, would you like to buy these and that? And then people started texting me, or no, not texting, messaging me.
Yes.
So eventually, nakita po. Kaya kanang people are, wala, this is all God's creation yun. Iha gining plan.
Like we talked about earlier, but now we tend to always look at things because what we feel of our emotions and all that. We close our we become narrow-minded, but towards the bigger picture, and then it's in the bigger scheme of things where God does His magic, and He always puts that puts everything in place. So that's a beautiful story, what a really beautiful story. And some may say na she's lucky and that she's swerte that it happened. And yeah, it may be true that it happened. It didn't happen for us. It was even worse for us. That may be true. But like I said, the takeaway there, especially for me, is that it reminded me to not judge on experiences, to not label experiences as bad, as negative. It happened for a reason. It always happens for a purpose. And I know this is difficult, and I've been saying this over and over again, that everything is just part. I mean, this small event is part of something big, something grand that the universe has planned for us. It's difficult, when you are really there in that moment. It's difficult, but that's life, and it reminds us just to step back and see a bigger picture and see a different perspective in things. And that's the reminder of that episode, of that conversation we had, to not be attached and not judge events, and just step back and see the bigger picture. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Our conversation really inspired me. I hope it did inspire you as well. If you have insights and realizations, please feel free to comment in below. If you have your own COVID miracles, tell us the story below in the comments. And I hope to see you soon in our channel here in Secret Confessions. So once again, thank you, and I hope you'll have an amazing journey in living a creative life of inspiration and impact.